In a tiny wooden cottage on the edge of a deep forest lived a poor lumberjack, his wife, and his 2 children Hansel and Gretel. Times were hard, there was barely enough food, and one cold night, the parents whispered of a terrible plan to leave the children in the woods. Hansel overheard them. That night, he sneaked out and filled his pockets with shiny white pebbles under the moonlight. The next morning, the parents led Hansel and Gretel deep into the forest. When they were left alone, Hansel's pebble trail led them back home. The father wept with joy when they returned, but the stepmother was not pleased. Soon, hunger crept back in. The next time, Hansel tried to use breadcrumbs to mark the path, but birds pecked them away. Lost and hungry, Hansel and Gretel wandered for hours, deeper into the forest than ever before. Then, through the trees, they spotted a magical sight, a little house made entirely of candy, cake and sugar. They rushed to nibble the walls and lick the windows when suddenly the door creaked open. A sweet old woman greeted them. "Come in, little ones," she smiled, "you must be starving." But behind the sugary smile was a wicked witch who lured children to eat them. She locked Hansel in a cage and made Gretel do chores, fattening Hansel up for her next meal. "Stick out your finger," she ordered Hansel each day, but clever Hansel held out a chicken bone instead. The witch, half blind, couldn't tell and grumbled, "Still too skinny." One day, she grew impatient and fired up her oven, ready to cook Hansel no matter what. She told Gretel to check the oven's heat, but Gretel, pretending not to understand, asked the witch to show her. As the witch leaned in, Gretel gave her a mighty push and slam, the oven door shut tight. Gretel freed Hansel, and together they found a chest full of gold and jewels hidden in the house. They followed the path out of the forest and found their way back home, where their father wept with joy. The wicked stepmother had vanished. With hearts full of love and pockets full of treasure, Hansel and Gretel lived happily, never to go hungry again.